Welcome to Flirt Goes Repeat, where college dating is just one long social experiment. 1 minute you're in situationship, the next you're ghosted. Or maybe you're the one who's doing the ghosting, and suddenly your situationships is hanging out with someone else at a random party. Today we're breaking down hookup culture, dating apps, and situationships because let's be real, none of us really know what we're doing, but it is sure entertaining. My name is Kathleen.
I'm Chloe.
And I'm Diane.
And we're Flirt Goes Repeat. Woo! I'm Kathleen over here. We're gonna start with hookup culture. Okay, you guys, this is like the main thing in college, I feel like. So when I just moved to like the U, I was transfer student. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be really fun because I don't really know many people yet, but mostly how I found like my friends right now is through a party. I didn't know like once you're hooking up with someone else, you can meet them again at another party. And it was really awkward.
Yeah, Chloe over here. I don't know. I've never really been a part of hookup culture. I feel like it's kind of like an unspoken rule in college, but I feel like some people don't actually like it. I know. I feel like that's kind of a hot take, but I feel like for me, I don't know. It's not really my thing, but I have heard crazy stories from all my friends and my
tell
roommates.
me one of them.
They all just get so messy, and like I feel like it's just you can like how you were saying, kind of end up with people who you know and you don't realize that you actually know them, and then you have to see them everywhere.
And it was so awkward. You have to meet them again, like the next party, like because everyone is literally in the same circle. So you're like, okay, let's just pretend we don't talk about it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Diane, what do you think?
I would also say that I think, like, I didn't really participate in the hookup culture. I kind of like preferred the more getting to know someone on a deeper level. But I will say that a lot of my roommates.
Now I sound like a fucking.
No,
Wait, you guys.
no, but like
It's okay because Diane and Chloe have a boyfriend, like a long-term boyfriend, right? You guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
no, but like I would hear stories every weekend about my roommates and just like my friends, and I think it's just crazy how everyone just knows everyone.
Yeah.
And word of mouth is just it's just so big here.
I know.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
I feel like for me, like I'm the fun friend, so like that's why I need Chloe and Diane to be in this podcast, or else the talk's gonna be too much for this podcast. So I'm glad Diane and Chloe think different from me. But you guys, I just want to make sure, like whenever you guys are like, the one who will listen to this, like doing that kind of things, make sure it's safe and you tell your friends and like keep it fun, but in a safe way. But just like Diane and Chloe said, yeah, like so many people like know everyone, even though it's such a big school. But like once you follow each other on Instagram, you can see the mutuals.
Yeah. No,
And-
that's a scary
And that
thing.
is scary.
Yes.
That is so scary. I just want to tell you guys, since we're talking about a hookup right now, I just want to let you guys know that between 60 until 80% of North American college students have had some sort of hookup experience. Are you guys shocked by that? 60 until 80%.
I feel like that's a pretty high number. I
Right?
feel like it is kind of shocking a little bit, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
That's why we need more people like you and Diane. Yeah. Right. Okay. The Brown Daily Herald highlights a misconception. Not everyone in college is constantly hooking up, and many students prefer meaningful relationship over random encounters.
And I feel like that's starting to be more of like the trend.
No, yeah, I agree, for sure.
Perfect. And speaking of like I said before, like usually people in hookup culture, they like have this commitment issue in a way. Usually they talk about it to their therapist, but we're not gonna talk about it today. But they kind of avoided things. So speaking of avoiding things, let's talk about dating apps because we all know half of us are Tinder just for the drama. So let's talk about dating apps.
Okay, so for dating apps, is it love, lust, or just bored?
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like dating apps are kind of meant to like make things easier, but somehow I feel like they make things a lot worse.
Yeah, I agree.
It makes things like a lot less intentional, I feel like.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel like when I had Tinder, like my freshman year,
Yeah.
I spent hours just swiping for fun. Like I knew I wasn't
Yeah.
going to get anything from it, but it was just entertaining.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's why so many people. I also can't talk much because I've never been on a dating app.
Oh my
Oh.
God, Chloe.
Yeah, a hot take there. But yeah, like obviously my friends, roommates, they have crazy dating app stories, and I feel like in college you can get like a lot of variety of some strange people.
Yeah.
It's hard to find like normal people sometimes. One of my roommates got like catfished one time.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
Which is, I feel like, a lot
Wait,
more
you guys,
common than
the
people
same thing
think.
happened to me too. And
Yeah.
I literally said, "Oh, I think I want to go home." I just said that because it was so awkward. But talk about your roommates. Is there anything like more?
Yeah, like she was just talking to him for a while. I forgot like what app she was on, but she thought he seemed like really nice and everything, and then they were supposed to meet up, and like his pictures like were not like him. Like
Oh my God.
it wasn't even like they looked like him. Like they looked nothing like him. So I don't know what happened, but yeah, she like texted us and she was like, "I need you guys to like
Yeah.
come pick us up." So
Oh
like
my
me and my
God.
other roommate like went and picked her up.
Oh my
But
God, that is crazy.
it was crazy. And yeah, she like swore off dating apps for a while after that for sure. But I
Oh.
feel like that's so much more common than people even think.
I actually hate it when someone have their pictures on, but like they don't look at their picture at all. It's actually such a big turn off because like now what? Like
Yeah.
also you guys, one of the icks I get from dating apps when they wear the same outfit in their picture. I hate that because like don't you have any other clothes? Like for me, that's like the biggest icks because like it means that's your only cool clothes, like your best clothes. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
such a turn off for me. But with what Diane said about I think Chloe, less intentional.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
get what you mean though, Diane, because like when I open dating apps, it's not my favorite, but like at least the people there looks better. It's Hinge. Have you guys ever used Hinge before?
I've never, but I've heard of it. But yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
So,
never
like,
used
I
it
feel like-
either.
Yeah. Okay.
But I've heard of stories with Hinge.
Anyway, yeah. So right, like I feel like Tinder or Hinge, whatever, it's just like you scroll. It's giving doom scroll a little bit, especially Tinder, because like on Hinge you only have like 8 unlimited likes. That's just a day.
Oh, dang.
Isn't that so stupid?
That is weird.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. They're just really stupid. But like on Tinder, I just like scroll. When you're
Yeah.
scrolling too much on dating apps, everyone just looks the same at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
everyone just like, I don't know, you guys, like
Yeah. I feel like maybe Hinge has that so you're like more intentional on
Hinge
like,
is like at
who you
least
pick.
yes.
Right.
With what Chloe said, also like it's such a freaky people on Tinder. Like
Yeah.
Tinder is not the place to find your soulmate. Like it's not like that. So
Yeah.
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 No, especially even after seeing on Gopher Chicks, like Tinder
Yes.
Tuesday.
Do you guys see that? Do you guys follow golfer chicks? Chloe.
I do. I'm like trying to think in my head.
Yeah.
I know I follow Barstool Gophers.
Yeah.
But like Go For Chicks has the like Tinder Tuesday
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Where they
yeah,
post like the
yeah.
horrible like
I know.
Tinder
So
text.
yes, it was so crazy, you guys.
I'm like trying to think in my head because like I know I've seen that on
I know,
there, but
yeah.
like I don't know.
I used to think I love dating apps, but ever since I moved to the U, like it's not working at all. Cause like I rather meet someone like organically from the
Yeah.
friend of a friend or like at a party. Oh my god, I keep talking about a party. So sorry. But I feel like it's more organic in a way than like dating apps. It's just like hey,
Yeah.
too much pressure.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
No, I agree. I feel like I don't know. Everyone that I know on a dating app is always like they judge the person based on the first message they send.
Yes.
Like if you match with someone, then it's like, okay, like what's his first message
Yes.
gonna be?
That's why dating apps, it's either lust or just bored.
Yeah.
All right?
I feel like it's almost kind of a competition for guys to be like out of their friend group who is the first who is the best pickup line that they use on a dating app.
Yes.
Like it's never
Yup.
something like, hey, what's up? I feel like every time I see someone send a message on Tinder, it's like some weird, creepy pickup line that like is so cringy.
Yeah. You guys have any more stories about dating apps?
I think one with Hinge. It's
Oh,
not me
yes.
personally,
Yeah,
but
what?
it's one of my roommates.
Ooh, talk. I want to know.
She met this one guy and she went on a couple dates.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they were FaceTiming one night, he was like, "Oh, by the way, I have a kid." Like a 2-year-old son.
Oh my God.
And
hell no.
it was just like she was like, "I'm not going on Hinge
Is
again."
that not like a filter? Like, was it not in
Yeah,
his like
that was
bio?
crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like
How
you should
old?
be
like, "Hey, by the way, I have a kid."
Yeah, I feel like
how
you should.
old? How old is he?
The kid was like 2 years old.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like the man.
Oh, the man, he was like our age, like 21.
Oh my gosh.
Not her become baby mama.
Yeah, I feel like that should be like a filter. Like you should
Yes.
be able to pick like don't include fathers.
Yes,
Don't
I feel
include.
I feel like
Literally.
if I have a kid, I'm gonna tell them like in our bio, cause like girl,
Yeah.
like yeah. Also, like one of the thing I can talk about too with dating apps, I met this girl before from dating apps, and then so like we're talking, everything's going so good during the date, and I was like, oh my god, there's gonna be a second date. I was like
Yeah.
excited, you know? And then Sally, she was like, oh, like, yeah, someone's gonna pick me up. And I was like, oh, who? And she was like, my boyfriend. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, my boyfriend's like telling me it's okay to like experience with a girl. And I was like, what? And I was like, hell no, it's like too much for me. Like, I just can't. It's just
Yeah.
so crazy because, like, this is what we're talking about again from dating apps. Even though it's people our age, there's still so many of them like trying to find themselves. Like, they don't even know their intention with dating apps yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like people just kind of use them as like
Just to look over
Like,
and
it's
like
fun.
validation.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that was so stupid. But anyway, so if dating apps aren't working and people don't want to commit, what's left? That's right, situationships. And let's talk about why they are a hot mess. You guys, I also have a lot to say about this. But Chloe, here you go.
I feel like okay, so for people who don't know what a situationship is, depending on who's listening, it's like when you're kind of dating, but like you're not dating, but like you're talking, but like there's a
You're not
lot.
exclusive.
Yes.
There's a lot of gray area.
You
in a
literally meet
situationship.
them every week, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
But
You're like dating, but
Not
you're like
dating.
not at
Hell
the same
no,
time.
yes.
And it can get so messy because I feel like you can catch feelings in a
Yes.
situationship so fast.
yes, this thing happened to me a lot, you guys. So anytime at 5, it's like, this is so scary. Because, like, you kind of avoid that conversations like, what are we? Because, like, it was so scary. Once you talk about it, it's either can be really good or really bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like everyone kind of falls into this at like some point, if not like a lot. And I feel like it kind of comes from like people are scared to commit. It's college. Like
Yes.
there's not a lot of loyal people in college. That's just how it is. And like, I don't know, when you're a freshman, I feel like you have so many options. You're meeting all these new people. People don't necessarily want to get into a relationship right off the bat freshman year. And I feel like people like the idea of a relationship, but like to have the like freedom as well, especially guys. I feel like they like to treat one girl like they're dating her, but then still be talking to other girls. But I feel like also your like attachment style plays a huge role in situationships.
I was about to say about that because like you like there's this like three types. The one is a secure, which is like it's giving like Diane and Chloe right now, and there's one also like avoidant and like anxious attachment.
Yeah,
I feel like for me, I'm so avoidant. Like I have a fear avoidant attachment. Have you guys heard about that?
No.
Yeah, it's like like I want to avoid things, but I also a little bit anxious about it. So because I'm anxious, I avoided it. It's giving that. Yeah. So like I also realized one thing about myself because when I just like as a freshman, I have a really like long-term relationship, and then I'm done. After sophomore year, and then after that, I'm just like, oh, let's just have fun. And then at some point, I was having too much fun to the point right now I'm just like, oh my god, I am so scared to commit again. But yeah,
no, I totally get that. I feel like for a lot of people, like they have anxious or like anxious avoidant attachment styles, and like situationships can be like so hard on your like mental health. Like they are so easy to fall into, but like for people who are anxious, especially if you like start to like the other person, then you're like, do they like me back? Is this ever gonna turn into anything?
Actually making you like insecure in a way, like and self-doubting.
Yes.
Like you can be the hottest girl and then suddenly with this one person you're like, wow.
I know, it can lower your like you can feel like you're
Yes.
Yeah, you can feel like, well, like why aren't they dating me? Like why don't they want to put a label on it?
It's giving like situationship final boss Carrie from Sex and the City. Did you guys ever watch that or like heard about it?
No.
Okay, so like Carrie literally with Mr. Big. You guys, 10 years. Also, this is not my experience, but what I saw on TikTok or social media. Oh, my 2 years situationship. 2 years.
Yeah, they can go really long.
How is that real? Have you guys ever had that experience? Because
I haven't, but like I know that my friends, like one of my friends was like on and off with this guy for like forever. And
did you like tell her like to stop at some point? Because like for me, like,
she didn't listen. I mean, like,
that's what I'm saying. Like no matter how many advice you give your friends, if they don't choose like themselves at no matter how many times you guys talk about it, they're still gonna go back up. You're so hot, pretty, funny, and smart, and then you choose to be that one person. Yeah.
No, 100%. Yeah, they were like on and off for a while, but I don't know.
Yeah. Until now or
Huh?
Until now or
well, they're actually dating now, but now they're like long distance because he transferred. And that's like a huge mess because they started in a situationship, so they never built like a firm like foundation.
Yeah. Okay, hopefully your friend is okay because I just cannot handle that. It's just too much. You know what I mean? Yeah. What about you, Diane? Do you have any story about your situationship or your friend's situationship?
Yeah, so my freshman year, I was in a situationship for 6 months.
Oh.
And like I thought that was a long time, but after hearing Chloe's friend story,
Honestly,
I was like
6 months is not bad. Now that I'm thinking about it, because
I feel like there's like the 3-month rule though.
Yes.
Like if they don't ask you out within the first 3
that's
months.
literally all my friends told me that. I was so stubborn.
Because like at 3 months, you'll know if you want them or not. If things don't work out, then stop.
If they don't ask you out in the first 3 months, they like never do.
Never.
It's like
Yeah, and like the funniest thing is that I met him at a club.
Oh my god.
See you guys.
And also, so it's also even funnier.
Wait, what club? What club?
So it's actually at the gay 90s. And he went to high school with some of my friends that I was there with.
Oh gosh.
And it was just so messy.
Yeah.
And how it all ended was I started hearing from multiple people that he was taking different girls to Noodles and Company, and he took me to
What? Noodles?
Yes.
Wait, taking girls? What do you
Yeah,
mean? Like,
just like on a date.
oh,
to
see,
Noodles
you
and
guys.
Company.
On a date to noodles is crazy. Actually crazy.
Okay, good for you, though, Diane, because I cannot do 6 months without
Yeah,
like
no, never
Yeah.
again.
I
No, 100%.
right. What about you, Chloe? Like with your boyfriend right now, like how many months do you guys talk, or like do you?
We were talking for like a month or two.
Oh, okay,
before
that's
we
good.
started dating. So it
How
was
many
like,
year right now are you guys like a year?
We're like no, we're only been dating for 6 months.
oh, so it's
yeah.
new.
Yes,
it's
it's new.
exciting.
Yes,
What about
yeah.
you, Diane?
We were also talking for I think it was like 2 months, almost 3 months.
Wait, what about 6 months? You said 6 months.
Oh, that was a different one.
That was-
this is like now with my boyfriend, with my current boyfriend.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
we were talking for about like 2 months,
Yeah.
and we are coming up on a year
Oh,
next
that's
month.
nice.
So
wow, okay,
That's
yeah.
so good.
Okay, so you actually stopped with that guy for 6 months. Then after that, like the other guy, the 6 months guy.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good. I'm so proud of you.
Good.
Guys.
except we haven't like crossed paths until this fall when he started working at my job.
hell no.
And he knew I worked there.
I don't like that at all.
It was so bad.
Oh,
It's so
God.
messy.
Yes.
And now he's dating one of my high school friends' roommates, which, like I said,
Wait,
everything's just so interconnected.
Everything's so
That is
connected.
so
Yeah.
scary, you guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, we don't have a lot of time, so let's move to the ick. You guys ever had ick before, like about your situationships or like your date?
I feel like it's so easy to get the ick. Like,
Oh my god, tell me like 3 things that giving you the ick right now.
I feel like when guys send like gym selfies, like that is one of the
Yes.
biggest
Yeah.
things that just like gives me the ick. But I don't know. What
okay,
about for
gym
you guys?
selfies.
Yeah, I would just say like when like you're on a date and like a first date and they're just chewing with their mouth open, that will give me the ick
Yes.
right away.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
100%.
Also, when they keep talking about themselves all the time, like
Yes.
they never ask you questions, literally never. But
No.
anyway, guys, we don't have a lot of more time, but we just wanna give you guys a quick advice. So at the end of the day, dating in college doesn't have to be that deep. But if you do find yourself overthinking, here's something to keep in mind. Okay, Chloe, you go.
I feel like if you're in a situationship, just kind of ask yourself if you're happy or if you're comfortable with the person. And if he hasn't asked you out in the first 3 months,
Yes,
maybe
human rule.
maybe ask yourself if he has commitment issues
Yes.
as well.
And also ask yourself, do I deserve that?
Yes,
Exactly.
so true.
And if you're feeling ghosted, just remember sometimes redirection is redirection. So college dating is messy, fun, sometimes frustrating, but it's not that serious. So whether you're just here for drama or freaking out in real time, go at your own pace and trust your gut.
Whether you're in a situationship, dodging red flags, or just here for the tea, college dating is an experience like no other that I think everyone is going to experience it at some point. But yeah, like you just have to think about, are you like overcomplicating things, or is dating actually hard? And either way, just keep it fun, enjoy yourself, be yourself, and stay unbothered.
Yeah. So you guys got a wild dating story or not? An ick that instantly killed the vibe? DM us. I might just feature it in the next episode. And don't forget to follow for more unhinged college dating vlogs. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.